is a bump in the night story. It happened to me last night. Around 9:30, 10 p.m., my wife says, "Did you hear that?" I said, No, I didn't hear anything. What's up? She says that she heard something crashing around in the forest. It's about 50 yards from her house. I thought, So I'm listening. I don't hear anything. So we're sitting there listening, and then the dogs start barking. And there was that sound. Something crashing. Not really a crash, but maybe a thrashing around in the forest. Just in the branches, the leaves, just making a big ruckus. Oh man, what could that be? So I'm thinking maybe one of the neighbors got lost on his four-wheeler or something. So I throw on my boots, grab my flashlight, and head on out the door and go see what's going on. So I look to see where the dogs are pointing, where they're looking. I figure that's the point in the forest I need to go to. Whitetail season started, getting ready. So I have my flashlight, my boots on, I'm heading over there. I don't hear anything. I shine my flashlight around. And there it is, two big glowing green eyes. So I think, raccoon's my first thought, except there's one problem with that. No knock. Raccoon's as tall as I am, because I'm looking almost eye to eye. It's way off in the distance, but it's about my height. And then it starts crashing around. Oh, look at that. One feather arrow. My favorite. This is usually my first arrow. Shoot this one, then it becomes my target. What the heck? Doing a little bit of yard work. Don't mind it. Got my flashlight on. I'm thinking, what on earth could that be? It's not my neighbor. I've seen green eyes on all kinds of varmints and stuff around here, but not eye to eye with me. And then it happens. It starts crashing around, thrashing around again. Still shoot straight, sorta. Yep. It's a group. And it stops and looks right at me. It notices me. I got my flashlight on it, and it's got its big green eyes on me. I'm thinking, wow, what the? So I start walking up closer to it, right? Probably 25 yards away-ish. And then it starts spinning around in the forest, jumping around, and I catch it with my flashlight. It's a buck, a big buck. This one has no knock. Here's my broadhead. It's the biggest buck I've ever seen. It's huge, and it's got its lips up, pointed in the air. Your head up in the air, the lips pointed up. If you know what that means. Here's my broadhead here. So I'm standing there and watching this, and I'm thinking, oh, okay, this thing is a little early for a buck to go into the rut. Got another 6 weeks. And what on earth has gotten into this guy? And he's jumping, thrashing around. He stops and looks right at me. I'm like, about to drop my flashlight. And then I realize I'm just standing in my boots and boxers holding the flashlight, and here's this buck as big as me or tall as me looking straight at me. I'm not going to shoot this one. This works though. My broadhead. These work. They don't look as cool, but they work. So I'm starting to get a little nervous. I could run over there to the dogs. It's probably about, 40 yards. The buck's 25-ish from me. I could run back to the house. That's probably 30 yards. No knock arrow. So, these ones, the knocks fall off. I'm going to probably go get some LED knocks and start putting them on these. But it's looking right at me, and it snorts. It starts snorting. I'm like, oh my God. Not me. It can't be me. So I'm getting a little nervous. And then it takes off running. 30, 25 yards from me, just across my yard, right through my backyard by my house, and it just runs. I'm like, what the? It goes and then runs off into the forest on the other side. So I tried counting its points. It was dark. It was moving fast. It was in a hurry for something. I'm thinking it was around 10, 12 point buck. I've never seen buck that close, that big before. Not a bad little group, 20 yards. I'll probably never see it again, but it was going crazy. It just adds into this year.